Hello, I'm Jessica Wallens. Most people think artificial intelligence lives in the cloud, but the cloud is not magic. It is buildings, it is servers, it is chips, it is electricity, it is water, and it is land. Every time an AI system answers a question, writes a report, creates an image, or powers a chatbot, there is a physical system behind it. That is why the latest warning from the United Nations matters. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres is calling on artificial intelligence companies to disclose their environmental impact. That means telling the public how much carbon they are producing, how much water they are using, how much land they are consuming, and what kind of energy is powering their data centers. And this is not a small issue. Artificial intelligence is expanding fast. The models are getting larger, the demand is growing, companies are building more data centers. And those data centers need massive amounts of power to run and massive cooling systems to keep them from overheating. The tech industry often talks about AI as if it is clean, invisible, and weightless. But the infrastructure behind AI is very real, and the environmental cost is becoming harder to ignore. The UN is now pushing for more transparency because the public deserves to know what this technology actually costs, not just what it costs in dollars. But what it costs in electricity is another thing, what it costs in water, what it costs in emissions, and what it costs local communities. This is the part of the AI boom that many people do not see. When a company announces a new AI model, most of the attention goes to what the model can do. Can it write better? Can it code faster? Can it reason more deeply? Can it generate video? But behind those features is a question that matters just as much. Who is paying for the infrastructure? If data centers drive up energy demand, local residents may feel it. If cooling systems use large amounts of water, communities may feel it. If companies make climate promises but do not fully disclose the numbers, the public cannot judge whether those promises are real. That is the accountability gap. AI companies want the public to trust the future they are building. But trust requires transparency. It is not enough to say artificial intelligence may help solve climate problems someday. The companies building AI should also be honest about the environmental impact they are creating right now. And this is where the story becomes bigger than technology. This is about power. A handful of companies are building the systems that may shape education, healthcare, work, media, government services, and the economy. At the same time, those systems depend on data centers that require energy, water, land, and public infrastructure. So the question is not only whether AI is useful. The question is whether the cost of AI is being pushed onto the public while the profits remain private. That is why disclosure matters. If a company uses enormous amounts of electricity, the public should know. If a company uses large amounts of water in areas already under pressure, the public should know. If a company claims to be green while relying on energy sources that increase emissions, the public should know. And if AI is going to become part of everyday life, then environmental reporting should not be optional. It should be part of the price of doing business. Supporters of AI will say the technology can help improve efficiency, discover new medicines, support education, and even fight climate change. That may be true. But future promises do not erase present costs. The public needs both sides of the ledger. What does AI give us? And what does AI take from the places where it is built? The UN's message is simple. If AI companies want to help build a better future, they need to be honest about what that future costs. That means transparency. That means clean energy commitments. That means public reporting. And that means accountability before the damage becomes impossible to ignore. Artificial intelligence may live on our screens, but its footprint is in the real world. And the public has a right to see it. For Pulse News, I'm Jessica Wallens, and this is why we follow the power behind the technology.